Force Collaboration.
Sean Cloud is the Life Force Communications Coordinator. He decides where and when the chopper flies. Life Force isn't called to just anything, only to the most serious cases.
We have patient criteria that is met before we launch the aircraft, and most of the time it is met. Very rarely do we get a case where we're called by somebody where the patient doesn't really need to go by air.
You can see how our society behaves nowadays, the shootings, the stabbings, just the sheer violence that's out there. It almost surpasses wartime injuries.
Right now, the airborne ambulance is returning home to Erlanger from Tullahoma, Tennessee, carrying a 2-hour-old infant. The baby was born 4 months premature.
This program sees the worst of the worst patients.
Life Force covers 37 counties and averages a couple of calls a day, but some days are busier than others. This past Saturday, they had 12 calls and had to turn down an additional 6 because they were so busy.
The 1 or 2 bad calls or bad trauma calls that Hamilton County sees inside of a couple of days, we see those almost hourly up here.
Just as quickly as crew members drop off the infant and finish one call, they're off on another. This is not an easy job. Crew members go through intensive training.
We don't have just a pilot or just a paramedic or just a nurse employed here. These people are what I like to think are the best of the best.
The best of the best, dealing with situations that are among the worst of the worst. Lisa Gurevich, News Channel 9.
We were requested by Copper Basin Medical Center to come and transport a patient that had been involved in an altercation with a knife. He was apparently stabbed in the upper abdomen with a knife about 4 inches long, is what they were telling us. Because of fog at the local hospital, we couldn't land, so we landed about 2 miles away at the airport. Is that the ambulance, or? I guess it is. Might not be a rescue truck. What kind of knife was it?
It's a large knife, but it was
Stab.
Yeah,
Okay.
Stab.
Okay. Brace cells were good.
Yeah,
okay.
We did a chest X-ray, it's fine.
You breathing all right, partner? The patient was bleeding. We noticed blood from the wound. They had it bandaged, but the bandages were soaked.
His blood pressure low. Oh, is it? So, of course, yeah. Might be a little scared.
I mean, we got into the back going.
Finally talking into it, like a second night. First he said he ripped it out of the blood.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all his job. We told him.
Yeah. Oh, you're Life Force 1. This is Life Force. Yes, ma'am, we're inbound from Copper Basin. We have a 35-year-old male stabbed wound, 4-inch blade, epigastric area. It is a perfuse.
97, 77.
After we arrived here, we take him on down to the emergency department where the trauma team is awaiting on us and to evaluate the patient. We described to the trauma team what we found from what went on with the patient, what the doctor at the Copper Basin had described to us, and how the patient had done in flight, and basically, everything we knew to the trauma team. Then they started evaluating him, taking over care from there. We kind of back off from there.
Yes, ma'am. We're inbound from Southern Tennessee Medical Center. We have an 18-year-old male, unrestrained driver of a vehicle who struck a tree, impact on the driver's side. He has been combative since the incident, no change in his level of consciousness. We are maintaining his ventilatory status at 20 to 24 per minute. Our ETA is about 14 minutes.
We're going to hurry.
I know we're going to hurry.
it is. He's acting like he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here. Little soft. No, not really, but it's got a lot of it.
Large hematoma. A large hematoma.
Didn't drive him, but me and Debbie are working on. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think so. He's got a good hematoma on the left temporal area. We hadn't seen any other injuries at all.
He's not allergic to any medicine. He's been taking Paxil. He was driving a car unrestrained with his girlfriend hit a tree, and the impact was on his side. He might have hit that doorpost. They work real closely and real well together. So usually we don't have anybody, quote, in charge. According to, state of Tennessee guidelines and all that, the flight nurse is in charge, but we don't ever have to, that's never an issue with us.
I think we're about ready to go.
Saving time means saving people. Time flies when you're riding in a twin-engine Bell 412, and people have a good chance of making it if the helicopter makes it to them. We're heading on a mission to Pikeville now. It would take an ambulance an hour and 15 minutes to take the patients to the hospital, but the chopper can get there and back in just 25.
I need a challenge. I'm easily bored.
Nurse Barbara McCullum, paramedic Scobie Newman, and Captain Boyd Mitchell put their lives into making Life Force fly.
I'm approximately 100 yards north of the crash scene, standing in a driveway. I will be waving. Had to check, sir. We have you inside.
A mangled mess and 2 critical patients wait 1,100 feet below us.
What happened? We've got a 2-vehicle accident. At this time, I don't exactly know what happened, but it's pretty much a head-on.
It's always the kids. Say they don't have any control over what happens to them.
They clear the boy's airway, and just by being there, clear his family's mind.
Guys, are y'all gonna help us carry him to the helicopter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we're not in any hurry, okay? Nice and slow. And if anybody says stop, it's slick out there, everybody hopes.
Soon, mother and son are side by side in the air. For 11 minutes, this is a makeshift hospital as we speed 120 miles an hour to the real thing, the Valley's top trauma center.
We've worked so closely together, you get to a point where you can sort of look at each other or read each other's minds.
Just sit cool, okay? No, put your hands down. Put your hands down. Put your hands down. We're breathing for you and take care of you. Here we go.
Everybody's going to the backboard.
This aircraft was 1981 model. Just never anything wrong with it. There's 3 excellent mechanics that keep it going all the time. Enough supplies and you grab and you go back out on another flight without having to go to the central supply area.
My person, you home?
It starts in the right. And if they're just west of that, see where Kettner is up there? So it's going to be right near that, somewhere in there.
You know, Carl sponsor this won't run there before. It's going to be up on top of the mountain, and we got an idea about patient. He says just go west of Mullins Creek, so look for a creek and go to your west.
You got a primary complaint?
What's your name?
Back. Real severe. Severe back.
You wiggle your feet for me? Take a deep breath.
Have you had any low blood pressure? Do you have any medical problems? Did you see a doctor for?
Is that hurt where I'm pressing?
Oh.
What's hurting?
My back. Just what?
My back. Does that hurt?
Deep breath in.
Does that hurt? A little bit?
Deep breath. In. If we can get the Ranger, could you pull your truck back up over the hump and let us carry him up and sort of layer your tailgate down with? Yep. Straight on in, straight on in. Straight on in, Captain, you ready?
Boy, we're ready whenever you are.
Okay. Come on, about 5 minutes.
We're out from a scene called in Marion County. We have a 20-year-old male who was riding his ATV and fell off the back. He did not have a helmet on. Friends with him stated that when they found him lying flat, he was going in and out of consciousness. Patient does not recall the events of the accident. His chief complaint of pain is to his upper back area.
Got it, Kathy. I got this in.
There we go.
We'll fix everything. He's up there right now. Becky, okay?
Well, we don't know about his condition, but we would certainly like to take this opportunity to say a special thanks to the Life Force crew for allowing us to be a part of their lives this past week, and a greater thanks for their dedication and hard work behind the scenes every day, helping to save hundreds, many hundreds, even thousands of lives. They're very special, professional people, and they were nice to let us be a part of it all.
Gives us a new perspective as we watch the helicopter land at Erlanger every day. You can see it from all over our area.
Lives are in